Hi, welcome. For the next few days, Pat and I are about to drive Route 12, one of the most wild and exciting roads in the USA. Along the way, we will be detouring to explore the following world-class wilderness areas: the Burr Trail, the Calf Creek Falls Trail, Devil's Garden, the Cottonwood Road Narrows, the Kodachrome State Park, Mossy Cave Trail and Bryce Canyon National Park. We're about to drive the Burr Trail from Boulder to the Swishbacks. The first section follows Long Canyon up to and including the Circular Cliffs overlook. Onward into the narrow Long Canyon, where the red sheer walls soar up to 600 feet high. Pulling over, we explore the Singing Slot Canyon. It's a natural amphitheatre. The acoustics are so pure that even a whisper feels like a hymn. It's a reminder that this land is not just seen, but heard. The geology of Long Canyon is interesting. Unlike many canyons that cut through multiple rock layers, Long Canyon slices through one thick, resistant layer of Wingate sandstone. Wingate sandstone formed in the late Jurassic period, between 200 and 210 million years ago. These cliffs were once part of a massive Sierra-like dune sea, which covered most of the southwest of the USA. Long Canyon itself is much younger, being carved by erosive forces over the last few million years. Driving the iconic Burr Trail is said to be like a journey through 300 million years of geological history. The Burr Trail was pioneered in the late 1800s by John Burr, a rancher, to facilitate the movement of cattle from summer to winter grazing areas, which required crossing the steep water pocket fold, creating the Burr Trail swishbacks. Onward across the water pocket fold to the swishbacks. Pioneers travelling the Burr Trail in the 1880s described it as extremely rugged. A traveller wrote in 1882 that it was the most God-forsaken and wild-looking country that was ever travelled, with deep sand, steep rock and difficult terrain. Transitioning from metal to dirt road, we enter the most southerly section of the Capitol Reef National Park. And it's onward across the water pocket fold, heading for the swishbacks. What is the water pocket fold? Well, the water pocket fold is a 100-mile long geological wrinkle, what geologists call a monocline. It runs north-south through the Capitol Reef National Park in southern Utah. It's one of the most dramatic and well-preserved monoclines on Earth. How was the water pocket fold formed? Well, between 300 and 100 million years ago, long before the fold existed, the region was a shifting landscape of deserts, rivers, tidal flats and shallow seas. Over those hundreds of millions of years, these environments deposited layers of sandstone, shale and limestone, each with its own colour and texture. These layers built up into a thick geological layer cake. Around 70 to 50 million years ago, a deep geological fault situated below Utah shifted. The west side of the fault was pushed upward and the east side stayed relatively flat. This created a giant tilted staircase in rock layers we now call the water pocket fold. Approaching the dramatic but sometimes dangerous water pocket swishbacks. The swishbacks are steep, narrow and winding, with very tight zigzag turns which are carved into the canyon walls. The trail drops 800 feet in less than 1 mile from the top of the fold to Strike Valley below. Descending the swishbacks, we are literally driving backward through time, from the Jurassic Navajo sandstone of 180 million years ago down into the Permian Triassic rocks of 250 million years ago. After a careful but precarious descent, we arrive safely in Strike Valley. The water pocket fold west, towering above us. It's onward and upward, and we safely reach the starting point of the swishbacks. After our euphoric drive down then up the swishbacks, we now head for the circular cliffs overlook and finally Boulder on Route 12. This must be one of the most scenic and dramatic drives in all of Utah. Definitely one for the bucket list.